Friends, are you very busy? Are you occupied since the moment you wake up until the last moments facing your bed? Are you exhausted enough to call your life complete, functional, and at times perfect? Do you have even just a few moments to seek God and feel His companionship to you within the 24 hours of life's utilization that you have for each day? Well, this online program will just remind you that your Creator, Savior, Lord, Defender, and Friend, Jesus Christ, deserve even just 7 minutes of your 24 hours for Him to guide and inspire you each day. Well, spare a moment and link with God. It's our greatest chance to make things right. A great and lovely day, everyone. It is once again a delightful moment to open God's second greatest book next to the Bible, which is the book of nature. This is still the 7 Minutes with God inspirational devotionals, and serving as God's mouthpiece is your online inspirational evangelist, Brother Noy Gonzaga. At this very moment, let us open God's book of nature to the pages that exemplify the existence of Dr. Fishes. Well, strange. But what really are the primary benefits and natural affirmative functions of Dr. Fishes? Well, one thing is sure. God will never create something and have it exist in nature if they have no natural essence. And above everything else, Dr. Fishes will never be in God's great book if there is no values and character influences that man can learn and maybe accentuate them as models for better life. Let us first lubricate our souls with a passage found in Colossians 3, verse 23, and it says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord." The red gara, or gara rufa, also known as the doctor fish or nibblefish, is a species of cyprinid that is native to a wide range of freshwater habitats in subtropical parts of Western Asia. This small fish typically is up to about 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches in total length. But locally, these individual fishes can reach as much as 24 cm or 9.5 inches. In the wild, Gara rufa feed on detritus algae and tiny animals such as arthropods and zooplanktons. Since the early 21st century, these fishes has been integrated into a spa treatment where they feed on the stratum corneum skin layer of patients with psoriasis. While the doctor fish treatment has been found to alleviate the symptoms of psoriasis, the treatment is not curative. And until now, there is still no cure for psoriasis. The use of the fish as a spa treatment for the wider public is already considered a great hygienic option throughout the whole world. Well, the catch is, while the doctor fishes feed their appetite with the dead skin from the human sole or lower foot, man in return experience greater degree of hygienic execution by non-manually removing their callous skins, which now will be done by doctor fishes. In one of my official travels to Cebu City, Philippines, I was privileged to visit the Cebu Ocean Park. And one of the best-selling features that it contains is the fish spa. The mechanisms will just be simple. You will take off your footwear and then dip your feet to the water of which its height level is between the knee and the sole. After a few seconds of immersing your feet, You will notice small fishes licking your feet, of which the tickling sensation when they remove dead skins from your feet highlights the purpose of the said fish spa. I, for one, stayed in that unlimited fish spa site for almost 2 hours, at some point lying down and almost sleeping due to the comfort and soothing feeling of the said experience. While consummating my time and enjoying the experience of the fish spa, my attention was caught by some of these doctor fishes, of which they are really bent and focused on their work. They would inch their way and settle at one area of my foot, and then begin their duty of removing dead skins from the sole and the tarsal areas. Two things then entered my mind. These are: number one, these doctor fishes are trained to do what they need to do, and they do it well. And number two, these doctor fishes are focused to do what they need to do, and they do it well. I tried distracting them, but they will just evade what to them is a predating act. But when things settle down, these doctor fishes will once again return to their duty of cleaning the feet of people relaxing in that water spa. Now, if you will compare this to humans, it is always a challenge for human beings to get the training they needed for a certain work and focus in doing what they need to do. Well, it is quite often in these present times that man will do anything, even then by illegal means, or at times fooling others just to land a job or settle for some income generating work, even if they know from within that they do not have enough training for such a job. That is why the quality of the job at hand suffers a lot, because in the first place, neglect of training is in itself an assurance of lesser quality output. Another challenge to humans will always be the focus that they will have in the work assigned to them. Often, humans will always get disturbed by the failures of others, by the wrong deeds of others, by the weird occurrences concerning others. In short, gossips and eavesdropping will always be the greatest challenges to how man can focus in the work assigned to them. That is why I am pretty convinced that it was not an accident or just a twist of fate that I was able to avail of the fish spa experience at the ocean park. For me, it was a learning experience extended by God by letting me see from the book of nature two traits that these doctor fishes have that should be emulated by men and women who wanted to be successful in their chosen work or area of professional endeavor. Again, these two traits are training and focus. We need the correct training to do our jobs correctly. Failure to get the right training and landing a job without adequate training will surely be catastrophic. On the other hand, focus will always be the best route to take so that we will not be disturbed or distracted by common human attraction to hearsay and gossips. Often, being focused is not only very easy. Being focused is not a walk in the park. However, by getting used to focusing, we become focused. We need to endeavor and to condition ourselves to focus on the work at hand, because it's the only way that we will be able to do what is expected of us in the right time and in the right indication. The next time you will be privileged to meet and experience the craft of the doctor fishes in the fish spa, remember they are God's nature-based ambassadors, reminding us that for us to be successful workers in whatever area we are assigned to execute, we always need to possess great values that will make us exemplary and effective workers. These great values are good training and great focus in the work assigned to us. Yes, it was not a coincidence that we have learned two great virtues from Dr. Fishes. Why? Because Dr. Fishes or Gararufa fishes are members of God's great nature, and let us not forget that the second greatest book authored by God is the book of nature, second only to the Holy Bible, which is our guide towards the great salvation we are aiming forward looking. Well, another chapter in God's book of nature was uncovered. Another member of God's great nature was expounded to teach us a great lesson. Lord, thank you for these Dr. Fishes who reminded us today to always get the right training and focus on the work that we are supposed to do for us not only to be effective professional workers or career laborers, but also to be profound godly messengers and missionaries of the great truth in these last days. This is still the 7 Minutes with God inspirational devotional, uncovering God's great book of nature for us to have greater inspiration and encouragement to do things correctly and godly. This is your online inspirational evangelist, Brother Noy Gonzaga, saying, with godly training and focus, we will be great workers of the Lord in these last days. Have a great moment, everyone.